the core of my research was in in-depth interviews that I did. And so I did something like 30 in-depth interviews, backed those up with questionnaires. And so I did a management, I went and procured a management science questionnaire, which then, we used with the respondents. And then I did in-depth interviews, long, asking lots of in-depth questions, probing into the issues, talking about leadership development, talking about history, talking about the leader's own personal journey of leadership. In some instances, I did multiple interviews where I had to go back and ask the question again. Because it's a case study, I also went and did observation. I went and did unstructured observation of the communities. What does the space look like? What does it tell me about leadership? What do people do? I went to the services. What is the service like? What does that tell me about leadership? I looked into their materials, what they use to train their leaders. What are those like? Do they have processes? And so on. I looked into their constitutions. I looked for the constitutions and I looked into those. I looked into historical material, which was not even related with the church. So for example, if a church was registered before independence by non-Kenyans, I went and found out who are those people that planted the church. Who are they as leaders? What does that say about the organization? So I looked at all of that. So it was fairly broad, but all of those were housed within the case study methodology. Sure. And the centerpiece of that was the interview, the in-depth interview.